Hey guys, it's me Sydney. Welcome to my channel. I am still sick. Nothing says rainy day sickness like a big red lip and doing a video about movies. So yeah, I wanted to do another monthly movie thing. So I'm going to talk about the movies that I watched this month, and at the very end I'm going to mention a couple TV shows as well. Share some love to the TV world. So I saw a lot of movies this month. I didn't do too much Oscar prepping. I don't really care about the Oscars that much. I find that most of the movies that get a lot of attention are not the types of movies that I really like to watch. I think it functions as a really great way for filmmakers to better their careers and to get noticed and appreciated for their work, but it's not really, for me personally, very interesting because a lot of the movies I haven't seen. So the first movie that I watched this month was The Shape of Water, which of course is getting a lot of Oscar recognition, and I just bashed the Oscars or said I wasn't interested in it, but this was a movie that I had been really excited to see since like the first teaser trailer that came out many months before, and it was actually the second time that I had watched it. So it was directed by Guillermo del Toro. He is really known for doing these like beautiful dark movies. He did Pan's Labyrinth, one of the Hellboy movies, Crimson Peak, and a bunch of other stuff. I'm sure that you've seen some of his movies. He's really well known as a director. And this was a movie that he had been wanting to make for a very long time. When he was a kid, so I've heard in all of these different interviews, he saw Creature of the Black Lagoon and he thought it was so sad that the creature and the woman didn't get together, and thought that that was like a really tragic love story. And so he wrote his love story for that. Reminds me of Little Mermaid. It's so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful love story in like a weird way. I mean, it kind of does everything wrong. The main character can't speak. The love interest is a fish creature, but it's done in this really stylized kind of like old Hollywood way, and it works so well. It is just like the most gorgeous movie. It's starring Sally Hawkins and Richard Jenkins, both who did incredible performances. I'm so glad that they have been recognized by the Academy for those performances. And Doug Jones plays the creature. He's in many Guillermo del Toro films. He plays the like creepy man in Pan's Labyrinth, as well as the Pan in Pan's Labyrinth. One of my favorite roles he's been in is in Hocus Pocus. He plays the like zombie guy who like is brought out by the witches or something. I can't remember how that movie goes, but he's that. So he's been playing these non-verbal roles, very physical roles in creature costumes, basically his whole life. That's what his career has been based off of. So he's incredible. The costumes are incredible. The coloring of the movie is so beautiful. The sound, the music. I really recommend that you see it, especially if you know that old Hollywood is something that you really love, or that you're just really into kind of like beautiful love stories about monsters. Absolute favorite moment in the entire movie is earlier in the film. She's looking at a shop window and there are these beautiful red shoes there, and the whole film is like really like blues and greens. And so then my favorite shot is after she kind of realizes that she's really in love and has kind of accepted it. It has this shot of just her feet walking down the hallway at work, and she's wearing the red shoes, and it's just this beautiful pop against this like dark green tealy background. It's so gorgeous. The film is just incredible. Absolutely a must-see. The second movie that I watched this month was kind of a fluke. We didn't really know that we were going to see it. I was hanging out at home with my boyfriend and we turned Netflix on and it said, new Cloverfield Paradox. Watch what caused the Cloverfield incident. And we were both like, sure, why not? We didn't realize that it had been released like that hour, that day, right? They did like a whole like crazy Super Bowl release where they were like, by the way, we're releasing a movie this moment. It wasn't that great of a movie, so I think that they had to like get people to be excited about it in some sense. So this movie, it was directed by Julius Ona. He's mostly credited for like director, producer things for short films. So I think this was one of his first like main features. At least that's what I could find on him online. It's starring Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who was in San Junipero, Black Mirror. It has Daniel Bruhl, David Oyelowo, and a bunch of other people that you probably would recognize. It was an interesting movie. If you've seen Event Horizon or any of the Alien movies, you've kind of seen this movie already, but this was like a kind of worse movie than those. It probably would have been better if we had been a little bit intoxicated and hanging out with a bunch of friends. It really doesn't give you a lot of explanations for what is happening at all, so you kind of have to make your own assumptions about what was happening. So I feel like if you were in a bigger group of people, that would have made more sense or been more fun, because you could all kind of talk about what was happening as it was like happening and not making any sense. Fun movie, but not really like, wow, go watch it now. Although it's on Netflix, so go watch it now, because you don't have to do any effort. It's just right there. My favorite part, kind of in like a stupid way, was like the ending, like the last 5 seconds of the film. If you're gonna watch only like one thing of the whole movie, watch that. Watch like just the last 5 seconds. So then after watching this, we were like, okay, well, that was interesting, but like, let's watch the other Cloverfield movie. Let's watch 10 Cloverfield Lane, because we've heard really good things about that one. Since we're on a Cloverfield kick, let's just do it. So this one was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, and the only other thing that I recognized by him that he directed was one of the Black Mirror episodes called Playtest. It's starring John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who, oh my god, throwback, I recognized her from Sky High. Remember that like terrible Disney movie that was like straight to TV about the superheroes? So, wow, they are incredible. Incredible performances. And this movie is terrifying. So dark, so intense. If you haven't seen it and you like horror films, it's more of a thriller. But I thought it was absolutely terrifying, but a really, really good movie. And that one actually was conceived as its own movie and then introduced into the Cloverfield universe. But I feel like it works really well. They all kind of work well in the universe together. Like, I get it. It's all about like alien invasions or whatever, but this film, standalone, even without being part of the Cloverfield universe, incredible. John Goodman is like, I mean, he's always been incredible. Do you guys notice how I keep fixing this one piece of hair and it's not working? So John Goodman has always been incredible, and no change here. He was so good. He, I think, probably plays the scariest character that I have ever seen in a movie. I mean, I'll think of something else, because I've seen a lot of movies, and a lot of them are really scary. So, 10 Cloverfield Lane, yes, go see it. The next movie I saw was Black Panther. So excited. I was so excited for this movie to come out, and I got even more excited when I was watching it, and I'm still excited about it. I thought that this was a fantastic movie. I love superhero movies so much. Even when they're so bad, I want to go see them. But this was like a good movie. Okay, let me just look at my notes, because I'm getting excited about this. So it was directed by Ryan Coogler. I think he wrote the screenplay as well. He also directed Creed and Fruitvale Station, neither of which I've seen, but that's kind of his directing history there. It's starring Chadwick Boseman, Lupita Nyong'o, Danai Gurira, who, hello Walking Dead, you're gorgeous, and Michael B. Jordan. It also has a million other people in it, all of whom you would like recognize from something. Basically an all-black cast, with the exception of like 1 or 2 people. And I thought that that was really great. It had everything that you crave from a superhero movie. It was beautiful, it was imaginative, it was like magical with like gadgets and sci-fi. It just felt like, oh my god, a world I haven't seen before. It was so colorful, it was so like modern with this like beautiful African culture, like really kind of seamlessly incorporated with one another. The costumes are beautiful. The homes, the landscape. I loved the design of the like hidden city that had the kind of like skyscrapers with little like hut roofs on the top of them. It really felt new. I felt like we hadn't seen superheroes in this way before, and I really, really liked that. And they were just like really great characters that you actually cared about, and a storyline that you actually cared about. My favorite part, besides Letitia Wright's costumes, which were like so on point with what's happening right now in fashion, props to the costume department, because they killed it. They had superhero catsuit, they had the guards with this like really cool costumes as well, and then Letitia Wright with her like, oh my god, costumes. So cool. But my favorite part was they're having a car chase. Lupita Nyong'o's driving, and they keep having these little flashes down to like she's like changing gear, pressing the gas, and she's driving barefoot, and it's so cool. And like, and I don't know why I can't remember if she's wearing heels in the scene before, and she's like taking her heels off to drive. I just like I thought that was like the coolest thing. And she's in this like gorgeous dress that's like all like long, and she's driving barefoot, like in this like car chase, like chasing down, like, you know, they're like shooting stuff at each other, and like she's just driving barefoot. Black Panther. No, stop. Go see it. I mean, a lot of people did. It did really well in the box office. So if you're one of those people that haven't seen it yet, and you're like, well, sometimes I like superhero movies, go see it for sure. So the last movie that I watched this month was Annihilation. This movie was really good. I know I keep saying that. I know that I saw a lot of good movies this month, or that I'm like, yeah, everything's great, go see it. But actually, I actually did see a lot of really good movies this month. I mean, besides Cloverfield Paradox, which was like a little lackluster, but I didn't read the book that this movie was based on. And my mother did, all my sisters did, my boyfriend did. My understanding is that the book is very dreamy and a little bit confusing and hallucinogenic. And the movie definitely has notes of that. But I feel like I saw a lot of responses to this movie saying like, whoa, weirdest, craziest movie ever, doesn't make sense, and I just like don't feel that way. I feel like they made it incredibly clear how the event was caused. They explain exactly what is making all of the stuff weird, and then they like resolve it in a really straightforward way too. What was really crazy about the film was like the design and the world itself. If you like imaginative, beautiful alien worlds, you will love this movie. Didn't mention any of the facts about the movie yet. It was directed by Alex Garland. The other movie that he directed, which was also incredible, is Ex Machina. And he actually wrote the screenplay based on the book by Jeff Vandermeer. And there's an entire trilogy, actually. So all of the people I know that saw the movie and also had read the book said that the movie actually made a lot more sense. Not a lot more sense in a conventional way, but that the movie had a much clearer storyline of what happened and had a lot more clear explanations for it. So I think that Alex Garland really took this like idea and this beauty of this world and like turned it into a really like solid story. It stars 4 incredible women: Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, and Tessa Thompson. So 4 really incredible actors in this very bizarre world that was just really enjoyable to watch. It is a very scary movie. Again, as like a thriller, not as a horror film. Annihilation was much more scary in a, is the monster gonna come around the hallway, oh my god. So it was scary in that way, but I honestly think that 10 Cloverfield Lane was scarier for me because it has that kind of real world twist to it, that these things could actually really happen. And do. Yeah, go see it. I mean, honestly, a lot of these movies this month, I would be like, for sure. Because Shape of Water, really incredible film. 10 Cloverfield Lane, incredible film. Black Panther, I thought was really fun, really great, had a lot of stuff going for it. And Annihilation, I thought was a really, really good movie too. It was like such a good month for movies. I do really want to quick touch on some TV shows. So there were a couple shows that I started and finished this month. The first one was The Marvelous Mrs Maisel. For some reason I thought it was a musical. I don't know why. And I finally was like, you know what, let's just sit down and watch it. I was really apprehensive to start with, and then I was like incredibly sad when it ended. It was just so delightful. It's like a character that you love her. It was really funny. I would recommend that one. It's on Amazon Prime. The second show that I started and finished all the way was Queer Eye, the new Queer Eye on Netflix. I never watched the old show. I think I had like an idea of what it was about. I love makeover shows. Oh my god, if they're gonna like go like redo someone's house, or if they're gonna like tell someone that they're like dressing the wrong way, I'm there, I'm watching it. And it's like all of those shows in one. It made me so happy to watch. They're like, oh, hi, Average Joe. Let's redo your house. Let's build up your confidence. Let's make you a good dresser. Let's talk to you about personal hygiene and how to cook things and how to have confidence. And then they like have a big event at the end of the week. I mean, like totally like staged in a lot of ways. A number of times that I was like weeping at the end of the episode is like far too embarrassing to admit. So never, I swear, I didn't cry once when I was watching Queer Eye. If you like reality TV, if you like makeover shows, you're gonna love it. It's like, it's so silly. Other show that I started rewatching is Parks and Rec. And not a new show. Everybody knows it's great. I started rewatching it and I am shocked at how much this show is still able to make me just like laugh out loud while I'm watching it. I'm just like, I'm cracking up like the whole time I'm watching this show. If you're still one of those people that's like, yeah, I don't know, I haven't really, like, just watch it. Just go do it. There's so many episodes. They're funny. It's really funny. And that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of the views that I get, all of the new subscribers that I get. I am still a very small infantile channel. You know, I just had no idea what to expect, and the fact that I do get views and that I do have people subscribing to my channel it's just warms my heart. Stick around, subscribe if you're not already. I'm going to keep putting out videos as long as I'm having fun doing them. So I will see you around in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.